Greetings, I'm NeonSlice and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be looking at the Silent Hill 2 Remake combat. Now this is a very controversial topic right now online. People are worried that this game will not feel like the original game. So I have recently played through the entirety of Silent Hill 2, the original game. So when it comes to experience, I've only played Silent Hill 1, 2 and Homecoming. So this gameplay, if you want to check it out, it'll be linked in the description if you want to watch the whole thing. But today we're going to be focusing on the combat. The combat in Silent Hill 2 Remake feels like a better version of the original one. It's not exactly the same as the original one, but it's 10 times better. That's the best way to describe it, in my opinion. The camera angles, of course, are from over the shoulder, which means it's slightly more familiar to a game like Resident Evil, but it's not absolutely like Resident Evil. We see a return of the stomp. The stomp is back and it's much better and more fluid, and it's so much more reliable than it was in the original game. We see the return of melee weapons. These weapons will not be the only weapons you get in this game. You will also get a handgun. So we do get firearms. Because you're not familiar with Silent Hill, you do get a firearm, but ammo will be scarce. So relying on melee weapons is still one of the best things you can do. Saving up ammo and resources is essential. This is a true survival horror game. Anyway, the combat, especially against smaller enemies, is far better in this remake. You can also dodge. Dodging is incredibly helpful in the remake. But as you can see here, the spiders make a return, but this time is actually far better and it's far easier to take them out. The, of course, health drink makes a return. This is pretty much considered your default health item. This is basically supposed to heal you by 1 unit, so to speak. Anyway, we're about to see some gameplay here of another type of enemy and showcasing the dodge mechanic. The dodge mechanic is something brand new to the Silent Hill 2 remake. At least the way this works is new. You can also stun enemies this time around by either hitting them with a blunt weapon or by shooting them in the legs or other body parts. Stunning them will allow you to also be able to dodge or land more hits. So use this to your advantage. But of course, it's not just like RE4 Remake. It's slightly different. I think it will feel familiar if you've played those games for sure. The enemies that spray acid on your screen make a return, but this time the acid will stay on your screen. But yeah, as you saw there, you can dodge, but it's not a dodge that you can just spam constantly. So even though you don't have stamina in this game, there is some sort of cooldown between dodges. Spoiler alert, the fight against Pyramid Head works the same exact way. So the first encounter with this boss, all you have to do is just presumably run around. Now this is not 100% confirmed, of course this is early gameplay, but shooting Pyramid Head will not really do anything to him, especially if you shoot him in the actual pyramid, but this is just for display purposes. Overall, I felt like Silent Hill 2 Remake is a faithful recreation of the original Silent Hill 2. This will not feel exactly the same, but it's 100% going to be familiar. So if you play the original game, you will be rewarded by having that experience. I think this is a perfect way of recreating the game. It feels very familiar. It feels very, very faithful to the original. It's not going to be 100% the same, of course. Now, that's not something, I want to lie to you about. It will not feel like the exact the same as the original, but it feels incredibly familiar and close to the original game. Anyway, that is all for me today. If you want to check out the full 20-minute video of this gameplay, check out the link in the description or at the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications. Leave a like, leave a comment down below what you feel about this game, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.